Welcome back to Digital Champions on Daily Ad Brief. I'm your host, Mike White, and on Digital Champions, we are meeting with experts in the digital space to talk about tips, tricks, trends, and the technologies they utilize to help their clients grow their campaigns. Joining us today, we have Anthony Blatner with Speedwork Social. Welcome to the program.
Hey, thanks for having me here.
So tell me a little bit about Speedwork Social and how you help your customers out.
Yeah, so we're a LinkedIn advertising agency, and we specialize in helping clients get started in LinkedIn ads. We specialize just in LinkedIn ads, so we're really good at doing LinkedIn. We find a lot of people maybe have done Facebook or done Google, and for certain types of businesses, it's just hard to find your ideal prospect there. So we help people get onto LinkedIn ads and then get the absolute best performance from your campaigns there.
What's the difference of Facebook ads and LinkedIn ads?
Yeah, so the big difference is, well, there's a few different differences. Number one is in the targeting. On Facebook, you're usually giving it a really big audience and relying on the algorithm to go find the best person for you there. Versus on LinkedIn, LinkedIn's a much more expensive platform to use because of the professional targeting that it offers. So usually on LinkedIn, we want to be very specific on the type of person that we're targeting and not have a very big audience because we don't need to rely on the algorithm at that point. If we know very specifically who's the job title, what's the industry and the company size we want to target, just use that targeting inside of LinkedIn. So on Facebook, it's more about relying on the algorithm. On LinkedIn, it's more about being very specific on who you want to target. And then number two, on Facebook, you're usually paying for every impression. So you want to kind of draw as much traffic in as possible into your funnel versus on LinkedIn, you're usually paying for every click. So we want to be very clear and direct on what it is that we're offering and who we're talking to so that we reduce the chance of any unnecessary clicks that you would get charged a lot for.
Who's the ideal customer for Speedwork Social?
So for us, we find that most of our clients are in either the software and tech space or in professional services, but we have worked all across the board in a variety of different industries. Kind of where LinkedIn shines is any company that needs to target a niche professional at scale. That's when LinkedIn's great. It offers the ability to target by industry, company size, and job title, so you can get very specific into who that person is. Versus something like Facebook, it's often like finding a needle in the haystack there for certain types of businesses. So any company or organization that's B2B or looking to target a niche professional at scale, that's where LinkedIn's going to come in great. So we find we work a lot in the software and tech space and then professional services.
What is the biggest pain point that you help solve for your customers? Obviously, it comes to social media, but when you kind of really focus, that biggest pain point they come to you for?
Yeah, so number one is just pure performance inside of LinkedIn ads. LinkedIn is a unique platform. There are a lot of similarities between how just social media and social media ads work. So there are a lot of similarities with like Facebook ads, but we find a lot of people have almost try to just import their Facebook ads campaign into LinkedIn and usually see poor performance that way for a couple of the reasons that I mentioned already around audience size targeting and types of ads you want to run. So what we do is we help get your campaign performing as optimally as possible. And then what I find we do the most coaching on is offers that work best on LinkedIn because LinkedIn is a more expensive channel. And then the way people tend to use LinkedIn is usually getting on there to do something quickly, usually look up somebody or make a post, or it's usually like looking up somebody who you're going to be meeting with shortly. You want to be able to grab someone's attention and get a quick conversion. So we often find that content offers perform the best on LinkedIn, and you want to use LinkedIn for top of funnel lead capture. And then once you capture that lead, retarget people over other cheaper means. But going back to it, we help you get the best performance out of your LinkedIn ads campaigns, and we find ourselves doing the most coaching on offers.
What's the biggest change that you see coming up to LinkedIn's platform in the way that people can access their targets or market to them?
Yeah, that's a good question. So we do see overall LinkedIn as a social media platform does tend to follow Facebook in a lot of ways, where a lot of new features that we see get popular on other platforms like Facebook, we see LinkedIn will eventually adopt those in the future. There's been a lot of new features over the last couple of years that have been interesting around events, LinkedIn Live and stuff like that. So I'm interested to see more of events on the LinkedIn platform. They have some interesting new features around hosting newsletters on LinkedIn. But I think there's going to be a lot more developments around LinkedIn events and promoting events on LinkedIn. So if you're running events online, which a lot of people have done a lot more of, especially during COVID, look into also posting your event on LinkedIn and promoting it there, especially if you serve a B2B audience.
Well, Anthony, thank you so much for spending time with us today, and congratulations on being a digital champion.
Thanks for having me.
To find out more about Speedwork Social and all the amazing things they can do to help you build and optimize your LinkedIn campaign, visit us at dailyadbrief.com. We'll see you next time on Digital Champions.